Well, I wanted to explain why sometimes going to ChatGPT doesn't always help. Now, I going to university and I have this musical analysis to do. And it looks something like this. And what it shows is that you've got the clarinet. There's 4 voices: clarinet, violin, viola, and cello. Cello is kind of like the bass. And our assignment is to say which key it is and write what chords are under each one. And then if you say, oh, it's a passing tone or neighbors or something, don't get too, if you don't know music, that's not the point. The point is, it's taken me absolutely, and when I say hours, I mean hours analyzing this. And so from this 4-part, I wrote it together like that. And this bit here, I thought, okay, first one, and so every one that I did, I had to analyze, and because I'm so slow, I had to write it down and figure it out. Is it the first chord, the 4th chord? Is it major, minor? Is it this or that? And I thought, okay, yeah, I sort of have it. I think I have it. And then I just had the idea, because this is Bach, and I've got the little recording of it. And when I listened to it, I thought, that doesn't sound very major to me. Well, here's the recording, and you tell me, does that sound major or minor? Well, I don't know. I mean, seriously. So I asked ChatGPT, I said, is, let's see, it's kind of like that one there. Can't pronounce it. From Bach, what key is it in? And so it said, it is an E minor, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, there's only one flat, so that's a B flat, so it either has to be F major or D minor. And I said to ChatGPT, I said, are you sure? And it said, oh, I'm sorry, I was wrong the first time. It's in, and I can't quite remember what it said. And so I thought, so maybe it's in minor. Okay, so I spent hours, literally hours, finding, where's my D minor, analyzing it. Doesn't have my D minor, analyzing it, and I wrote D minor, and I went all the way through, and the last cadence is like quite strange, and I thought, there's different cadences. And so I asked ChatGPT, I said, is this, what kind of cadence is this? 6, 3, 1, 5, 4, 7. 7, okay, so of course it doesn't end because it's a 7th and it's a leading tone, and so it has to go home and it becomes a root or something, right? And so I asked ChatGPT, with this cadence here, I said, what is it? And they said, well, in Western music, that doesn't exist, or it is a modal. I'm thinking, oh, great, okay. And I just keep on looking at it, and I think, okay, I'll do what my professor says. So I played it on my instrument. F, G, A, F, B flat, C, C, F, E, D, C, B flat, A, D, last one, if it was in D, it would be just feels like it should be in F instead of D minor. Now when I played it, and I played the N, and of course I played the bass section, right? I played the cello part, and I'm like, da 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 da. As you can see, I'm gonna. It wants to resolve, and it wants to resolve to F. So it's actually an F major and not D minor. Oh, it took hours. It took hours, I'm telling you. Look at this analysis. I just took hours. So this is what I'm going to be handing in. I know there's a mistake. I'm going to have to ask him about that. But so this is my homework. And not only do I have to do it, now I have to write a descriptive analysis. Never did this before. So in conclusion, sometimes ChatGPT doesn't get things right, but it did get something right in my other assignment. Like I said, I thought that was the end of the video. I was looking forward to handing in to my assignment, but that little mistake was bugging me, and it wasn't obviously a bug. It was something I did not know what that note was. And you'll see on my piece of paper that this note, it was that thing. It was that note that was bugging me. Okay. There is the note D. This is an alto clef, so that's D. Just letting you know. Doesn't matter if you don't understand that. It took me a while. But if you look at A minor, there's no D in A minor. In C, there's no D. And I wrote it as odd. It's a fifth, which is a C. And that's why I was thinking, where's this D? That was the note that was bugging me. So I go to class twice a week, and with one tutorial. After one of the classes, I go up to my professor, Francis, and I said, it's very casual here. Anyways, I asked him, I said, can you explain to me about this note? And I don't know about it. And remember, I was analyzing it with 2 chords per bar, and he looks at me, and this is where he dropped the bombshell. He said, it's a chord. And if that was a chord, that means I had to reanalyze everything, and that I had to write every single one as a chord. And so that took me a long time. But that note was still bothering me. And I'm like, what is wrong with that note? And so I go on ChatGPT and I find another breadcrumb. ChatGPT sends me to 2 links, and one of the links I find this. And if you look at the end of it, it actually has the analysis. And the analysis has 2, 5, 7. Now you see the little 7s up there. Those are the 7ths of the chord. So you can have C major chord, or you could say C major 7, and it just means the 7th note of the chord. Can't explain it. C, D, anyways, that's not important. But what's important is that I go, okay, right, I know what the 7 means, but what is 2, 5, and what's the 7? It's been bugging me, and like, okay, who do I ask? Do I ask? Or should I try to figure it out myself? The next class is in a couple of days. And so I sleep on it. And while I'm putting that aside, I'm thinking about other things. And this is our textbook. And I needed to find something in our textbook about embellishing notes and embellishing this and embellishing that. And guess what I find? Can you see it? It's the same thing as our assignment. And it also has a little bit of analysis. In the analysis, if you can see it, there's a minor there, right? 2 minor second. I'm going, but I didn't get no minor second. I'm like, what's going on? Oh, God. And so I'm kind of thinking about it. I'm kind of thinking, and days go by, and it's in my brain percolating. And then, so 2, secondary, oh yeah, secondary. And then the fifth is the dominant chord of a key. It's beyond my pay grade too, so just if it's beyond you, it doesn't really matter. But what matters is that I figured it out. And I figured out it was a secondary dominant. And I'll just briefly explain what that was, right? So here's the F major. You got 7 notes, F, G, A, B, C, D. Some are major, some are minor. It's just the way it is. And so when you count, for a secondary dominant, you take the 5th chord, which is a C, and you count up 5 notes again. So here's C major, there's C, D, E, F, G. Where is G and F major? It's the second. I figured it out. I was like so happy. I got it. I did it. And now my assignment is finished.